Hey guys, it's Brick Thunder, and today we're going to be comparing Looming Ghoul versus Looming Clown. Okay, so this is the first video in this type of series. So if you guys like it, I'll definitely be doing some more. So leave in the comments if you want to see some more like this. But I've never done a video like this. So basically what these are going to be is I'm going to take two props, kind of like these, where they are either reskins or even just remakes completely. But two alike props and comparing them in person always and just showing the pros and cons and maybe helping you make a choice on which one to purchase. So let's get straight into it. Okay, so the first category is detail. Now for detail, I'm gonna be showing up close with everything. So first starting with the hands. Here's Ghoul's hands, go up to the top of them. They look awesome. And going over to the clown. Here's the bottom one and go up to the top. So one major thing you may notice is there are actually only 4 fingers on this one and 5 on the Ghoul. So they are completely different sculpts and different sizes. Looming Ghoul actually does have bigger hands. When they're right next to each other, I know there's kind of a gap here, but when they're right next to each other, you can clearly see these are a lot bigger, and you can kind of see in here, they are a lot longer too. They go a lot deeper into the arm than the clown, where it just kind of wraps up right here. So that's kind of cool. But going over here to the face, let me zoom in a bit. Here is the face, looks awesome. So that is Looming Ghoul's face, and then moving over to Looming Clown's face. Looks very cool. So for detail, I think Looming Ghoul definitely wins it. Here is the drapes too. He's got just a lot more detail than the clown, a lot more wrinkles and a cooler overall look with the face and hands. And also something down here that I didn't mention, Looming Clown has the 2 shoes, which are those typical SVI shoes. And over here, Looming Ghoul actually has full sculpted feet. Don't think these are on any other props, but I may be wrong. And they are actually the same material. A lot of people don't know that, but they're the same material as the shoes. So yeah, still really cool. A lot more detailed than those typical ones. So yeah, wins for those, definitely. I think it even wins for this, even though I do prefer that circus type look. This is a lot more detailed of a print. And the hands and face definitely win for the detail. So yeah, Looming Ghoul gets that point. Okay, so next is similarities. So the similarities of these guys is, well, they're a reskin. So they are very similar. So this guy right here has all the same insides as this guy. So they have all the same mech and poles and structure and all that. Just the cosmetic items like the head and the clothing and the hands make them different. So this guy is a ghoul and that guy is a clown. So most of that is the same, and usually you can find them for about the same price as well. The only thing that really differs is, yeah, like I said, the cosmetics and actually the box art, which, speaking of the box, I actually have Looming Ghoul's box right here. So if you watched my last video, this guy actually came broken, and I'm pretty sure they actually sent us a returned one. So not sure why they did that. But this one actually did come with a box instead of just a brown cardboard box. So here it is. If you guys haven't seen this, because I know there's not much about this guy on YouTube yet, but here he is. This is the box. So it's got all of his info. It's got his height right there, and it's got his box art. It also shows you that it comes with the adapter, the volume control box, and the foot pad, which most Morris props do. So yeah, that's similarities. They're mainly alike other than their just overall look. Okay, so next up is differences. So the main difference you can definitely see right here is their 2 different topics. So we've got the Ghoul that fits more topics: zombies, graveyards, ghosts, demons, really anything, any type of haunt you have. And then over here for a very specific one, which is clowns. So these guys have you pretty much covered with any theme you have. So if you've got pretty much any theme, this guy can fit into it as a nice entrance. And if you've got that clown theme, this guy is perfect. But yeah, they give you a lot of theming to work with, but that's their main difference. So other than that, their height is the same. Like I talked about, pretty much everything is the same about them other than those little cosmetic details. So the feet, the hands, and of course the clothing and those heads. So yeah, those are the main differences. So if you're thinking about buying one over the other, it really depends on what theme you have. Both are definitely great props. All right, so now we're doing pros and cons. So we're starting with Looming Ghoul and moving to Looming Clown. So with Looming Ghoul, we've got detail. That is definitely the main pro. And I know I've brought this up a few times, but it's just a lot better than the clown, even with this whole part down here with the 2 feet and this nice draping fabric. So one thing that is more of a con is this wording. So this wording I don't think we need because it's more of that childish theme that maybe someone with a less scary haunt would have. But with this face and this giant prop, I don't think this is meant for a less scary haunt. This is definitely meant to be an entryway to a pretty scary looking haunt. So not sure if we needed that wording, but other than that, he's got some nice pros. Definitely a more complete look than the clown. And in my opinion, he's definitely a lot better looking as a prop. Okay, so moving on to Looming Clown. Pros and cons. So pros, definitely that color scheme. Looks a lot better than the brown of the ghoul. And yeah, just looks amazing with that red, blue, and yellow look. Looks super cool and definitely looks like an entrance to a circus. Great, scary prop. So other than that, we have cons. We've got cons definitely down here with those shoes. I do not like these shoes at all. I really wish they stuck with that cloth material from years ago. I think that looks a lot better because it looks more realistic than this shiny new plastic material because you can definitely tell it's plastic. It's got that very big glossy look and it just does not look real at all. And also one thing, you see this on the props that are like 6 feet tall. They use this on most of their clowns, SVI. And then you also see it on props that are like this, which are 10 feet tall, and that really doesn't make sense. I think they should definitely make props like this have bigger shoes, maybe up to like here, and more colors. Like even just new lace colors, something like that, and maybe steer away from that plastic, because I definitely don't think that looks good. But other than that, doesn't have too many cons. Detail, not as great as the ghoul. Less detailed hands, not as many indents and stuff like that, but still not bad, looks great. Head, less detailed, but definitely not too much. It's still a very detailed old time look, super creepy. I do wish they had the eyes looking down more, like my ghoul has, and I actually had to fix the eyes on this one because they don't usually get that right, like in the official product videos. So that's another big con. If you really want them looking down, you're gonna have to go in and fix them, which is a pretty long process. But yeah, those are the main pros and cons. So now we're gonna go to pros and cons of both of them together. Okay, so pros and cons about both of them. So big pros are definitely the look. So the size of these guys, they are massive props. Some of my biggest, I think these two are definitely second place to 12-foot skeleton. They're 10 feet tall. So if I go over here, pretty sure that is measuring the hunchback right up here because the hunch is actually taller than the head itself. But these are huge props. Definitely some very impressive ones and great for an entryway to any haunt because this guy fits pretty much any theme and this one, Looming Clown, fits a great clown theme. So definitely some nice pros about these guys. Super detailed, huge props. So cons, starting with this piece right up here in the chest. So there's this piece right up there that holds this giant thing that is completely looming forward. So that piece is under a lot of stress right now. I did have the clown up all Halloween, not too many scratches or anything. So it looks like it is pretty durable because of how thick the metal is, but still it's holding up this very heavy piece right here with the head, the hands, and all that clothing. It's pretty heavy and it's holding it all up while leaning it forward like that. So I'm not sure how long that will last, but right now they seem to be pretty strong. So other than that, a big con that people bring up is the base. So the bases down here are this nice metal that holds it really tight, but because it's an entryway, people actually have to walk over it. Now, it's a lot better than people make it sound, because if I go down here, it's only about 1 centimeter off the ground. These ones maybe being 2 centimeters, which is not bad at all. People, especially with shoes on, should not trip at all over these bases. And what we do is we just put a mat down, and it makes it even less like a safety hazard. So other than that, they do not have many cons. There are some great props. I'm surprised I've not seen more people get them. I think there are definitely some cool ones, but another con being price, there are some pretty expensive ones. I think that's one of the main reasons why more people don't have them, because I do think these are some great pieces, but they do cost around upper $300s to $400 each. So other than that, not too many cons, but yeah, they are both some great props. All right, so now we're gonna do a demo of both, because I know you guys have been waiting for that. And I actually haven't shown Looming Ghoul working yet, because the last one had that broken control box, so the audio wasn't in sync. So he's on constant mode, so he's gonna go off right away.
A tasty morsel is here. Go ahead and enter it your own world. You don't look smart enough to take good advice. Another foolish mortal approaches. There are so many this evening, it is tough to figure out where they all come from. None of the others have survived, so don't say I didn't warn you.
Okay, so next up is Looming Clown. So going over here, he is also on constant mode, so he's also just gonna go straight on.
Welcome to the big top, little feller. Why, you're so tiny. I suppose everything is big to you, huh? I don't mean to talk down to you, but when you're that short, it's hard not to. Hey, everybody! Come in and enjoy the festivities we have in store for you! Fun, laughter, fear, mayhem, terror! By the end of the evening, we might even have a death gown! Good times!
All right, finally, I've got him on sensor mode for a last demo of both of them together. So we'll go over sensor, both of them.
Come in and enjoy the festivities we have in store for you! Fun, laughter, fear, mayhem, terror! By the end of the evening, we might even have a shutdown! Good night!
Sensor one more time.
Well, I've got an amazing view around here! Particularly down the back of your shirt! Now watch out I don't drop a black widow down it!
All right, so that was my first prop comparison. Leave a comment. Definitely tell me how you guys like this series. I'll definitely do more if you want me to. But yeah, that is the first one, Looming Ghoul versus Looming Clown. So I hope this helped. Hope you guys now know which one you want over the other, or even if you just want to purchase it or not. But yeah, that is about it for this video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.